For a limited time at McDonald's, get a Big Mac Extra Value Meal for $8. That means 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, and medium fries, and a drink. We may need to change that jingle.
Prices and participation may vary.
I'm Josh Allen, and you're listening to Like a Farmer.
Football is back. Hey, y'all, it's Pat. Welcome to another episode of Like a Farmer. As always, every single Wednesday, how about you tune in and catch me on YouTube or wherever you listen to your audio podcast? You cannot tell me I've gotten really good since the last time we sat down.
That's pretty good. It surprised me.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Josh Allen joins the show. Guys, I really don't have to introduce him. If you want to learn a lot about Josh, tune into the first episode on Like a Farmer, which was about 2 years ago. It's been a lot of things that has happened, obviously. Big-time contracts in the NFL, won the MVP, got engaged, got married, played a lot of golf, done a lot of fun stuff off the football field as well as on the football field. I want to say there was one game that you actually threw a pass, caught a pass, and ran into the end zone. Is that accurate?
So, close.
Okay.
I had a passing, a receiving, and a rushing touchdown. However, I didn't actually catch a pass. There's a caveat with that.
Why do you say that?
Because it goes down in the stat sheet. I threw it to Amari Cooper last year. He caught the ball. He then laterals it to me. So I get the passing and receiving touchdown, technically, but I didn't catch it, so I don't get a reception. So,
okay.
Fun little fact.
Cleared that up.
Fun little fact. Yeah.
Okay.
But I did have a passing, receiving, and a rushing touchdown in one game, which that's pretty cool.
I was talking with Kevin prior to turning the cameras on. He made a great point.
Kevin Kearns? You talking about Kevin Kearns?
Yeah, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin Kearns.
The new white uniforms, unbelievable. But it won't be snowing up here then, right?
Listen, I did an interview with somebody from Syracuse, and they're like, it's not going to snow the 5th game of the season. I'm like, you just jinxed it. You jinxed it, right? It shouldn't, but you never know. We're in Buffalo. It could happen.
Sunday Night Football. Congrats on the wedding. I got a gift.
Oh, do you?
This one's actually really cool. So,
if we don't know, Pat also just got engaged, so.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Does everybody know or no?
No, everybody knows, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see the post online? It actually took off too, man. It did really well.
Yeah?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, we were pumped. Not that matters or anything. And then, I guess 2 weeks later, Travis just tries to show me up with Taylor.
Obviously.
Sydney calls me and she's freaking out like, hey, so Travis and Taylor just got engaged, and Ed, Travis's dad, is saying that they got engaged 2 weeks prior, and technically that might have been our date. We got engaged the 9th. Travis and Taylor got engaged the 10th, so I still beat him.
You beat him.
Yeah.
Beat him to the punch. I think he felt the pressure from you.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Case Knives, man. We went to their Case Knives and Zippo are one company now. Zippo bought them or acquired them back in 1999.
Great lighter.
Yeah, great lighter. We went to their factory in Bradford, Pennsylvania the other day, and you want to talk about like hardworking Americans. There was one guy that had been there for 52 years. Gentleman named Jeff Hardy. He was 26. He's been there for 26 years. Started right after high school. I called him up and said, hey, I need you to put together like a really cool wedding gift for not only Josh but Hailee.
Oh.
Wait until you open this thing, man.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Now open the blade. Open the first blade.
There's 2 of them.
Yep. That one right there. Now look at it. Nope, turn it. Yeah.
Bow and Boucher, baby. Let's go.
Isn't that cool?
That is freaking awesome. Absolutely.
And we interviewed him, and he was like, he's a Steelers fan. And I was like, man, if there's one thing that you could like say to Josh now that you built, he was the only guy that touched it throughout the whole process.
That's
right
pretty
here
awesome.
in Bradford, Pennsylvania. And he said, go Bills. It was really cool, man.
That is sweet. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been 2 years since Like a Farmer. There's been a lot of things that have happened on the show. We've been kicking a lot of butt. We have the 100th episode coming up. We got to figure out who we want to get on the show for the 100th. Who do you think?
Gotta be someone big. Just trying to think like who's in the ag space,
or wants to be in the ag
or
space,
wants to be. Who cares about it? Who
have you liked so far? I mean, we've had some The John Daly one. How about
John
that?
Daly was awesome. He's the video that you guys sent me to when we got engaged.
The
was,
engagement song?
That was pretty impressive. Adrian Grenier.
Yeah, Adrian Grenier. Vinny Chase.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Vinny Chase. Is that French? Grenier?
Yeah,
Must be. Gotta be.
But that's Vinny Chase from Entourage.
I know.
Like the fact that people.
I love Entourage, and watching that, and it was just like, that's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
So he's one of my favorites for sure.
Anytime I had the ESPN crew on, whether it was Dan and Laura, I think those two are some of the best on TV. Marty Smith.
Marty's the
obviously.
man.
Yeah. And that was really cool because when you have those people on the show, they're mentors to you as well. We can call them up at any time. Like if I have questions, they always help me out. But they're so good on camera. They're so good interviewing. They're so good broadcasting. So I've always looked up to those people. So I enjoy like having them on the show. But for the 100th, we have to lock in on somebody.
Kevin Kearns may be available if I put in the ask for him. Had Vaughn on, right?
Yep, had Vaughn on. It was great. Why don't we...
What about Mike Trout? He just built a golf course. I'd say that's ag influenced, huh?
Mike would be a good one. Let's chew on that a little bit. We want to hear what y'all are thinking in the comment section, but right now we're thinking maybe Mike Trout. But 100th episode is going to be a big one, so why don't you let us know? Tell me what has been. It's this 2 years. It's really cool to see because you had 2 football seasons, but a lot of stuff going on off the field. What has been a few moments, and just in your life as a whole, that obviously the engagement, but that you really have grown into the person you are today in the last 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, I would say my wife's a big piece of who I am, how she challenges me and pushes me. I've traveled more with her. I've been to Milan and Paris, which is pretty cool. Great food in Milan. Love it. I've become more patient, I feel like. I've become more calm. I think, there's been a lot of people ask, how's it feel to be married? Do you feel different? And most people's response is no, it's the same. It's I don't know. I feel different. I feel like there's so much freedom in marriage, and I don't know. I do feel different. I feel like my wants and worries in life are so much different than what they were. And I think it's a good thing, especially for me. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love my wife. I love being married. I think I've grown a lot over the past 2 years, and a big part of that is because of her. And then just the experiences of your frontal lobe fully developing by 29. I'm 29 now, so I think the frontal lobe is fully developed, and I start to think things in a different light. So
I can see that. You there was something during. It was one of our golf rounds. I've been fortunate enough to play a lot of golf with you these last 2 years too. But you mentioned that about when you find the one, you just know who that is, and it makes life so much easier. For me with Sydney, I mean, when I told you were the first person I told, hey, I think she's the one, and you said life is going to get so much easier. And when you have that secured and you feel comfortable and you have your partner in life, then what you're doing in business is going to be so much better because now you're locked in and you have a partner to do it with. I would truly say that Hailee's made you a better football player.
For sure. And I think it's a multitude of reasons, but I think it's kind of like the Scotty Scheffler mindset, right? Where he talked at the Open Championship. It's why do I care about this so much? Why am I stressing myself about this? I've got a wife and kid at home that I absolutely love. And basically was saying, why do I care so much? And Ted Scott, actually, he came and spoke to us last year. And his whole thing was just listen, with Scotty and what he does, he drops all expectations. He just goes out there and he plays. And I feel like my perspective on life has changed a lot over the last couple of years. And just this year, my whole expectation for this season is to have no expectation, to go out there and just play football and love the game, enjoy my teammates, and not worry about the end result, but more so about the ride and the process through it, and still continuing to work extremely hard and as hard as I can work and put my best stuff out there, but not let that be tied to something that is at the end of the road and may or may not ever happen.
You're going into year 8 right now, and now that you have this mindset, which is really cool, and you are 100% a mentor to your teammates, I can see, and I think you have some teammates still that have been here that mentor you sometimes, but outside of the team, and I'm curious how you look at this, because there's some QBs that look at it totally different of like, hey, I'm focused on me or I'm focused on my team and that's it. Are you mentoring any of these younger QBs coming in on other teams? Because there's been some studs that have come in the league the last 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know about mentor. I have formed a couple relationships. I've formed a good relationship with Drake May. Got to spend some time with him this offseason. An unbelievable guy. He's still in the kid tier for me. You know, he's younger than I am, so he's an unbelievable kid. He just got married, so let's clap it up for him as well.
God, everybody's getting married.
No, he's a bright kid. He can spin the heck out of the ball. He moves well, and he seems like, again, the only thing that I ever tell anybody is like when they ask me like, what's your number one? It's like, just be yourself, right? Like, be authentic, know who you are, don't try to be somebody that you're not. And he seems like a kid that is only him, which is cool.
That is cool. What, going to last year, you win the MVP. When you look at something like that, because you've been on the show and you and I talk offline about it all the time. I mean, you're a team guy and the goal is to win a Super Bowl, period.
Yeah.
But at what point in the locker room or in a game last year were you like, okay, I actually have a chance to win MVP? Like, did it ever sink in, or is it just
I never looked at it that way. My own line got me a Christmas gift way before the season was over that had the MVP on it, which I was like, guys, come on. Like, what are we doing? Thankfully I did win, so that don't look back and look at that as an embarrassment. But I guess it was just them calling their shot. But I never really thought about it. Like, I still don't. The night happened. I won. I moved on. I not once do I ever think about the magnitude or gravity of what, because to me it honestly doesn't mean that much. The only reason I played this game is to win a Super Bowl and to change these banners up here to, you know, Super Bowl. So that's it.
You don't realize how much this city, as a if you're not a fan or you're not a player, you're not associated with the Bills.
Were you just gonna say you were a non-fan?
No, if you're not a fan. Kevin asked me earlier. Kevin asked me earlier. He's like, so who are you a fan of? Because like you're in Tampa, like, and I said, dude, I'm a Bills fan. I said, when I have time, you and I both don't have time right now, and when I can allocate some resources, I'm actually going to put together a documentary. Okay, I'm going to give you the rundown on this doc. I come from the South. I would say we're more heavy college football than anything else. So you look at rural America, you look at small town America, you look at college football, whether you say it's SEC or Big 10 or Big 12, whatever, but look at the states, Nebraska, Mississippi, Alabama, that don't have professional sport teams. There is this aura, I think, around the Buffalo Bills, and it does start with you, and I know you're a humble guy and you don't really want to talk about it, but where you come from and how you were raised, like, you have really put a movement into rural America of like, I don't really watch NFL, we're college football, we're Roll Tide or we're Auburn or this and that, but I really like that Josh Allen kid because he's relatable. Like, that is something that you need to understand, and I know you don't like thinking like that, but like, you have really helped out people that never really liked professional sports to like get in and enjoy and tune in and watch Josh Allen play football. And I want to do a doc that shows that more fans now are fans of the NFL because of you.
Wow. Okay. I'd watch the doc.
It's just one of those things. Like, I think the Bills as a whole, the community, Bills Mafia, dude, it's unbelievable. And even what Buffalo's done with me.
I will say this about Western New York and Bills Mafia, like, to your point about where you're from being more college focused, I do feel like it's a college town, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it is an SEC college town. You have the tailgating, you have the people that go all out on game days and have so much fun, and their Mondays are basically tied to how well the Bills do. You know, if it's a loss, it's going to be a bad Monday no matter how good or bad it is, and if we win, it's going to be a good Monday no matter how bad or good it is, you know. So That's interesting that you say that.
Yeah, I just think it's cool. And like I mentioned, I mean, Buffalo has, when we started this show 2 years ago, Buffalo really embodied it. And, like, they tune in every week. They dive into the comments. It's super cool to see. And that's why I was pumped to have you back on the show. And, dude, I ended up buying a piece of a wing restaurant up here. I'm
Which
a part owner in Wing Nuts.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
No
that started
way.
3 weeks ago. And it's like, you like that?
That's awesome, yeah.
They have the mindset. They think outside of the box. Like, hey, Pat, we know that you can help us grow outside of Buffalo. Like, it's a lifestyle. When we think about chicken wings, we think chicken wings is a lifestyle here in Buffalo, and we want to bring you on as a partner.
Can we get one in the South Towns?
South Towns, yeah.
If we can, that'd be nice. Because
Okay.
they're up. I think they got one by the airport now, but
Yeah, by the airport.
that's kind of far.
It is. I agree. Where are you thinking, like East Aurora area? Or?
I mean, I wouldn't even mind OP or Hamburg for that matter, because East Aurora, there's already 2 wing spots.
Yep,
They got
very good
Barville,
ones. Yep.
which is it's at the top for
Yep.
me. I just don't have wing nuts enough to have like a full opinion on it.
Yep.
I've had it once and it was fantastic. But OP kind of needs something, I think.
I'd agree. Now, and you might not know this yet, and I'm sure it's changing every single day. When the new stadium is ready to rock, is it kind of like how the Atlanta Braves do it, and they're building like mini towns around the stadium? Where
Kevin
there's gonna
Kearns? Do we know this answer? Kind of.
Okay, cool. So there's like
There's some
development-
investment opportunities, I think.
Okay, thank
Interesting.
you, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
man.
Kevin Kearns.
So we'll just continue to talk about that. That'd be awesome. But it's been cool to, like, Buffalo is like welcomed with open arms to me as well. So I appreciate that. I mean, it helped. Same with CAA, man. You want to talk about, dude? I don't talk about T-Stum enough when it comes to CAA, but they have really.
John?
Yeah, John.
John.
Correct. That dude, I mean, he works overdrive, obviously, for you, but, like, it helps me as well. Like, it's been so cool to see people really grasp the opportunity of, like, okay, this is not sports related at all for Josh, but it's something that he's passionate about because of where he's from. And, like, we need to get on board. We need to have the mindset that this is actually just as important, too.
For sure.
It's been cool. On the farm, getting into that, how's everything going back home?
It's going good. Our pistachios looks like we'll get a crop this year for the first time. It's going to be a smaller crop, maybe a couple 1,000 pounds to the acre, but not the 6 or 8 that hopefully we'll get next year. And then every year from here on out is kind of house money. So we're looking good. We're selling cantaloupes, I think, to Wegmans and Tops here. I could be wrong, but we got the Allen family cantaloupes coming out. So that's straight from the farm. Our pistachios will be sold through Wonderful. And, yeah, things are going really well.
Do you think in the off season, I mean, you're locked in trying to get the golf game as good as possible, which I respect, but even on the farm, is there anything else that you even have time with, especially now as a married man? I mean, off season, that's pretty much about it, right?
On the farm, you're saying?
Well, just outside of the farm and playing golf and, you know, being a good husband, I mean, do you even have time to do anything else right now?
No, this last year was hectic with, you know, brands and opportunities to do commercials and stuff, and been fortunate to partner with some really cool brands in stuff, like brands that I looked up as a kid in, you know, Gatorade and Snickers, and like there's a couple of them that are like, damn, that's crazy. And then I know Dr. J at Therabody, and that's coming out soon. Just some really cool stuff, and I've been blessed to do it. But yeah, I mean, I think those will be far and fewer in between now, being married and trying to be the best husband that I can be. And so we'll see how things go.
And she's just as, and maybe even more busy than you. Now that you're in that world, she's a rock star in that world. What's been some cool things in the off season that you've gotten to experience just because you're her husband? I mean, the red carpets, you've been on more red carpets than you've done anything.
The premiere of Sinners was just, I get emotional like thinking about it when the credits started rolling and everyone's saying, like, I'm going to cry. Honestly, it was one of the coolest moments ever to be there and support her. That
you can cry, man.
It's okay. I got really sick from Mexico, and we were in New York City, and not many people know this, but I damn near didn't make the premiere. And if you look at me in some of those photos, I mean, I am sucked in. My jaw, you can see my jawline. Like, it was a crazy probably 3 days, and found a way to make it and be there and support her. But that was the coolest thing, and I'm honestly looking forward to more opportunities to support her like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, you're such a good dude, man.
Appreciate you.
Love you. Hey, I play a game on this show. We're playing games on the show
All right.
now, Josh.
Let's
I mean,
go.
I'm telling you, this last 2 years has been unbelievable. Give them the boot presented by Tecovas, okay?
Okay.
I got a brand new pair of Tecovas for you.
Okay.
There's 4 questions in this boot. You can answer all of them. Everybody on the show has answered all of them.
Okay.
But if you give one of them the boot, which is totally fine, that means you have to answer the rest of them.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the cool thing about these boots, I'm going to let you open them up. It's just going to be this one right here. Just go and open that one up.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The Cayman skin, the blueberry MVP Tecovas. And they custom made that for you.
Smell great. Oh, sorry about that.
Question number 1, give them the boot presented by
are these
Tecovas.
the questions?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Okay. What is your Mount Rushmore of Hailee movies or songs? Is that and songs or songs?
Or. So you can choose. Like, it can be a little mix of a Mount Rushmore.
Well, I think Mount Rushmore of movies, it's got to be True Grit number 1.
Great movie.
Speaking of boots.
I mean.
Sinners has got to be number 2. Number 3, I would say Edge of 17. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Unbelievable. Woody Harrelson's in that as well.
Okay,
I love Woody Harrelson. I mean, I can go... I think I want to say this just because my dad is such an avid fan of this one, and he sings the songs all the time. I want to go Pitch Perfect. But, I mean... You got the Spider-Verse movies, too.
I know. I would agree with all of those, other than the one that I hadn't heard of. But, like, the Pitch Perfect is just a legendary movie.
I'm going to go Spider-Verse over Pitch Perfect.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. Question number 2.
I didn't even do songs. Was I supposed to do songs or no?
You could choose one or the other.
What is your favorite memory at Highmark Stadium? I think it was when Nyheim Hines returned the kick in the playoffs. Was it playoffs? No, it was week 17 or 18. It was the week after the Cincinnati Bengals DeMar Hamlin situation game. Nyheim Hines returned. He actually returned to that game, but that whole situation was crazy. And seeing Kevin after the game, and no, you gave me the stats of the last time we returned a kick at home, and it was 3 years and 3 months, and it was crazy, and it was a cool moment.
How do you go, before you go to the next question, like hitting on Highmark, how are you coming into this season? When you think about it, you're coming off MVP, you've got all the pressure in the world. The team as a whole is always going to be looked up as like, hey guys, we got to win a Super Bowl now. But then it's the last year at Highmark. Like, are you looking at this season any differently, or?
No.
Yeah.
No. Honestly, we're just focused on Sunday night, Baltimore. That's and I know that's cliche, but like that is the only thing on my mind. Like I said, I'm going into this season with no expectations, and just doing everything that I can to help my team and be where my feet are. So
that's good.
All right, question number 3. If you had to finish 100 wings in 1 hour with one teammate, who are you choosing? Osiris Torrance.
Yeah, that's a great
Cybo.
one. Yeah.
Gotta be. Yeah. I'm going Cybo.
It's a good one.
I think we do it too. What is your favorite golf round ever, where, and who? I've done the Bob Does Sports guys, the Busta Jack guys. I love playing with my buddies Kyle, Christian, and Sam. You know, got to do that this really last 6-7 off seasons, which has been fun. But most memorable, probably Cyprus with my dad and my brother, and Jim Nance. Which
I mean, you can't.
and Jim would take the phone every once in a while, and he'd narrate your shot. It's Cypress to me. It's unbelievable. Like growing up, I grew up in the Central Valley, which is about 2 hours away from like Monterey and Pebble and Carmel, and we'd go there to escape the heat all the time. So like growing up, there was just this allure of Pebble Beach and Cypress, and that round is probably my favorite.
What'd you shoot?
That round, I couldn't even tell you. I was so focused on
Jim Nance narrating you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm adding another.
I do honestly, if I remember correctly, it was an 81. I had a chance to shoot 80 on 18 and made bogey.
God damn.
Yeah.
What about, you've played a lot of great golf courses over the years.
Yeah.
What's your top 3? You can't say Augusta, okay?
I can't say Augusta?
No, cannot.
So I can't say Augusta, Cypress, and Pine Valley?
No, you have to add one more because Augusta's obviously going to be you're always going to throw there. Like,
how about I don't mention those 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go Oak Hill.
Good one.
Rochester, right across from our camp. I'm going to go Hoopie Match Club. And then I'm going to throw out a wild card, Shooting Star, in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Unbelievable. See the Tetons, see all the mountains. You're close to Yellowstone National Park. Like, that course is pretty sweet.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
I need to check that one out. You're intuitive when it comes to, like, especially the sport of golf. And I think you're getting better on content. These YouTube golfers, man, I mean, they're
killing it.
They're taking over the game.
Killing it. You have to have a mix, though, right? Like that's why I feel like Bob Sports they're so popular. They've got the personality, and let's just be frank, they're not good at golf.
Yeah.
2 guys aren't. Bob and Joey. They're not really good at golf. Now Fat Perez, he's the stick of the group, so they have this mixture of good and bad, and then all of a sudden, Bob and Joey hit a hole in one, and they're chipping in. It's like you root for them. They're easy to root for because of their personalities, and we've gotten the chance to play a couple times, and they're just awesome dudes. And then you got, the Jet, Benjamin, and then you got Tick, and it's just like they just do it so well. Poppy's behind the camera, like we love it. They're awesome. And then Grant, same thing. The type of people that he brings on his channel. He's a fantastic golfer, but he's always happy. He's always upbeat. He's always energetic. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity in that YouTube space, and they're taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, and you don't even have to be good at it. You hit it right on the head. What there's some new faces here in Buffalo when it comes to the football team. You excited about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think adding some of the pieces that we did on the defensive side, very excited about a couple of our D tackles that we added. This whole draft basically was defense. We got Jackson Hawes, who's awesome dude. He's going to be a stud. I really do believe that. But yeah, adding Josh Palmer, adding Elijah Moore, guys that have been around the league for a little bit that are super talented players that are really going to help us this year, and I'm looking forward to it.
What is there a routine when it comes into a new face, especially on the offense side, like how to get that rhythm going, how to get the relationship going on and off the field that you like to implement pretty quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I think making sure we're communicating on the field of what I expect and don't expect, what I like, what I don't like, and vice versa. I want to hear from them about, when they run a route, where are they expecting the ball? Are they expecting it out of the break? Are they expecting it after the second step? Where, above the head, down below, like whatever it is, like just having that open line of communication and trying to get on the same page. And then off the field, like joking around and hanging out and having a good time, because I do think that the personal relationships pay dividends to the on-field relationships, and the more that you can trust somebody off the field, the more you're going to trust them on the field.
What do you think when you hear, and it's cool, it's interesting, like especially when you sat down 2 years ago, I mean, you were going into, that would have been, you had just finished up year 5, right? You're going into year 8. There's been a lot that's happened. We talked about the big contract that you signed. Freaking awesome. And then obviously the MVP. So now every time you turn on SportsCenter, I mean, they're talking about Josh Allen. And that's just 2 years, but there has been a big change. Like, Is there something that you hear a lot that just is like, well, that's not really an accurate statement, whether it's...
I don't hear that much, to be honest. I really don't. And from what I see, it's all pretty spot on, you know. I don't know.
Pretty open.
Is there something that you hear that you wouldn't agree with?
About you?
Yeah.
Oh, good question.
Yeah. It's my interview now.
I think that's a good one. I think as now going into year 8, you're one of the guys that now people compare the younger guys to. So I think there's a lot of inaccurate information about that because now you're the guy that they want to compare people to, and it's just hard. I mean, I guess you can sit here and say when you think about the build and the throwing motion maybe, but it's more of like, dude, you're just a grinder. I mean, you're kind of changing it up, not even year by year, but game by game just to win the game, and it's hard. You need to have more experience to compare somebody to you, in my opinion. So I would say that's the most inaccurate information I hear, but not really.
Okay.
But you have the camera on you all the time, man. It's unbelievable. You've gotten so much more popular over the last 2 years. Like, it's kind of hard to watch. I don't even like watching because every time I turn the TV on, I have to see your face.
Just wait till this season.
What about Hard Knocks? How's that been?
Hard Knocks honestly wasn't that bad.
Okay.
And I apologize to Kevin Kearns. Because on my birthday is when it got announced, and I called him. I was like, what the hell? Where was the heads up? Why on my birthday? You ruined my day. Like, it was a very unexpected, I guess, thing thrust on us.
Yep.
And there's really nothing you can do. But I've always had this, like, I guess, stigma with Hard Knocks that it was always bad teams. It was teams that hadn't made the playoffs. It was new quarterbacks. It was new coach. It was, like, all these things, and that's where, like, the drama is added in. And but our team did such a good job of working with the NFL Films crew, and they were fantastic. They just ended the other day, and really, really respected our privacy and our space and our asks. They were very respectful. You know, while they were out, you never didn't know where the cameras were. Now, every once in a while, you'd be talking, all of a sudden, you see that boom right above your head, and like, God dang it.
You didn't even know it was there, yeah.
But there was no hidden trick cameras anywhere. Like, they weren't trying to get any gotcha moments, and they worked with our team very well. And I haven't watched Hard Knocks, and I probably won't. But it seems like I looked it up one day and it was like people were mad about the lack of drama. And I was like, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. So our team did a good job of making sure that working with Hard Knocks and everything that was put out was in good light, because that's how this organization is ran.
You flipped it on them. It was not any drama. It's more now you've just shown how cool of a team you have, the relationships, the personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that you probably didn't watch it.
I'm not sure who they highlighted, but I'm sure they picked a few guys that were pretty cool.
Just unbelievable. When you got fans, I believe you got fans by watching the show, which I think that should be the point, to be honest with you, instead of all the drama BS. So that's cool. Do you have a different mindset going into this year? I mean, going into year 8, like you know the schedule, you know the people you're playing. Sunday night, which is only a few nights from this episode right now, you got Lamar Jackson coming into the house, which is huge, and I like that now we're showing ended their season here last year. Is that accurate?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So then now you got primetime game. You've got 5 or 6 primetime games this year, so all eyes are on the Bills. But is there the message that you're giving to the team, is it any different than years prior? Or?
No. I think it's the whole having no expectations, going out there and playing to the best of your abilities, and I wouldn't say not caring about the outcome, but not being worried about the outcome. Like going out there, letting it loose and letting it rip. And the only thing is we take it one game at a time here, and that's I couldn't tell you who we're playing week 2, 3, 4 through 17. I honestly couldn't. But I do know we're playing Baltimore Sunday night here, and that's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. The fans are going to be riled up, ready to go. It's our last season in Old Highmark Stadium against a team that badly wants to beat us because we beat them in the playoffs last year, and they're a fantastic team. They got some dogs on defense. Their coaches, one of the better coaches in the league, and I've got nothing but respect for him and their organization as well. And then you got Lamar Jackson, who's one of the greatest quarterbacks, really, we can already say it, of all time. Like, he is an absolute stud. Like, he's freakishly talented. He throws the ball just as good as anybody in the league, and he's a fun player to watch, and I got a lot of respect for him.
Love that. What are your thoughts on the new stadium coming up? I know you did the walk.
Awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome. Yeah.
Is there anything you would have changed?
Probably not. No. As long as there's no wind, we're good. And they claim that the way that they've designed it and the way that the roof and the perforated metal siding is gonna dilute the wind, so you're not gonna feel too much of it on the field. So that's all I hope for.
You've played enough ball now to ask, is there a place that you just love going and playing football? Your record against the Dolphins, by the way, is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
I think anywhere in Florida, I feel like playing there, because of like the warm air, the humidity, the ball just like comes off the hand so good down there. I don't know what it is or how to explain it scientifically. But if it's like kind of warm and a little humid, that's like prime throwing zone. Yeah.
Love that, man. What do you think about the show so far? Like, when it comes to Like a Farmer, I mean, you feel like, we did this deal, I guess it was April, we were at the Masters 2023.
Yep.
And we came up with this idea, and it's, in my opinion, gone really good. Like, what are some, like, if you were to say, hey, let's do this next, let's do this, like, let's try this, like, what are your opinions so far on what we've been doing with Like a Farmer?
Yeah, I think like maybe a new host.
Yeah, I knew that.
I could probably take the reins, so you're good. I'll let you get to episode 99. How about that? And then I'll take over. And
will you host the 100th show?
I could. That'd actually be kind of cool.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Can I co-host it with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means we have to do.
I don't want to steal your thunder. No, you're doing an amazing job. You are connecting with people. Like, I don't even know how many times though I've been walking around, whether it's like American Century or a golf tournament, and be like, "Hey, dude, I was just with your boy, Pat Spinoza," and I was like, "Yeah, he's freaking awesome." He's like, "Yeah, man, I love him." He's like, you rub off on people so well, and people just, they remember you, and you're doing a great job. So I'm very, very happy for you and proud of you for how well you've taken this and how far it's already come and how far that it will go.
I do that, and I appreciate that. Number one, how I was raised, but like when we did this deal 2 years ago, man, you changed my life. You really did, buddy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you like helping me with this and saying yes and like being a good partner to me every day. Like, I wake up and you set the standard. Like, you set the standard right here in Buffalo. Like, you set the standard for this show, and I want to make sure that I live up to you, because I'm not just representing myself. I'm representing you, and like you're an important part of this company, and I want to make sure I do you right. So I really appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate you.
Appreciate
so I
you.
really do. To wrap it up, man, like, what I can't believe I just got emotional on that right there, man.
I got that effect. I can make people cry. I made myself cry earlier, you know?
What's one thing you're looking for? A few more nights of sleep until Sunday Night Football. Like, what's a few things that you're really looking forward to just getting back out there?
I'm looking forward to waking up, not Monday, but Tuesday, just sore as hell. I really am. I think that because you still got the nerves, you still got the adrenaline pumping through your system. You can't really sleep the night before the game or the night after the game, especially a late game. You know, probably fall asleep around 3 o'clock and wake up probably around 7, and I still feel pretty good. And it doesn't really matter how many hits you take, but that first game, something about it, the way you move on the field, everyone's got more juice in them. Everyone's got fresh legs, is what we like to say. And as the season goes on, you kind of lose that, and guys get a little slower, and it's like you can barely tell. But like that first game, the hits are just harder. You're moving faster. Things just happen quicker. And then you wake up on Tuesday, and it's just like, why do I feel like I was in 5 car wrecks? You know, it's just like your abs are sore, your calves are sore. It's like, don't even remember getting hit all that much. But there's something about that feeling of feeling kind of shitty, because it makes feeling just okay so much better.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing that I enjoy.
Do you have any opinion? We were just talking about this. Like, we watched the game a couple nights ago at this point. Like, Nebraska comes out. They're very there's a lot of expectation. Coach Rule year 3, Cincinnati, they should be smoking them. But, like, it's week 1 of college football. Like, you can't expect much. And in college, you really get the directive. Like, we're going down to Gainesville. We're playing Long Island University. Like, you get to a place in college where you can kind of choose your opponents. But, like, your first game's against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Like, do you like that? Like, it's one of those, like, hey, this really could technically be the AFC Championship game we're walking into on our first game? Or is it more of like, hey, we're treating every game the same?
Every game is in the playoff, or in the regular season up until the playoffs, right? Like, in the playoffs, that's the only thing that matters, right? Just find a way to win. In the regular season, it's no different. Like, you take it one game at a time, and if you don't win, you learn, right? And the first couple weeks of the NFL season are so hard to judge teams, because there are some teams that may be not so good that win their first couple and everyone thinks they're riding high, and all of a sudden expectations get a little too high for them, and we don't want to be one of those teams. So again, we're going to take it one game at a time, and can't pick who you play. You just kind of play who's in front of you. And you know, if there's one thing I know about this coaching staff and this locker room, we'll be ready game 1.
I love that mentality. You have a different mentality this year than I've ever seen, which is really cool. When you take this, and I don't even like bringing it up because I remember where I was, but I know you as a leader have to have a certain mentality after that. Like, after the Chiefs game last year, what is the first thing that you, whether it's say to the team or say to yourself or do mentality to immediately shut it off and get ready for this year, especially after an ending like that? Like, is there anything specific that you personally do?
I mean, every year has kind of been different, you know. It's like, go back and watch and try to fix right away. Some's like, I'm not even going to watch it. I'm going to wipe it from my memory like it didn't even happen. But, I don't know, the way that I think now is just like, it's just a new opportunity. Every year, it's one long ordeal. And we're just, instead of it being, you know, different seasons, it's the same season. It's just a new opportunity on this end. You know, it's just, I don't know how to describe it any better than that, but in my mind it makes sense somehow. Yeah, it's continue to keep knocking on the door, and I always say that, you know, God's timing's perfect. So when it happens, it happens.
That's a good way to, that's a perfect saying right there. First time that we did this show together, we did a bet. Tattoo bet.
What was the bet?
If the Bills were to win the Super Bowl, we would get Super Bowl tattoos.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll make that bet again.
Let's run it back, man.
All right.
Before we leave, we can't not talk about Wyoming. Like, how involved?
We won 10-0 last night. How about that?
I was about to ask, like, how locked in are you still, you know, to that team? You feel good? Like, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Okay.
I'm feeling good. I don't love 10-0 and the fact that we only scored 10 points, but I love the fact that we didn't allow any points either. You know, Wyoming's always kind of been a hard-nosed football defensive team, even when I was there. But again, game 1, can't judge a team based off game 1, so let ourselves get our feet underneath us and get to going. And I actually get to go back to Wyoming after we play the Houston Texans. Number retirement. How about that? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'll get...
You going to get to be there?
Yeah, I'll be able to get there.
Gotcha.
We're playing against University of Nevada, Reno, and got a couple buddies. Got one buddy that's coaching there, James Price, so that'll be cool reunion. He was a receiver for me at Wyoming, and yeah, it'll be a good moment. I haven't been back to Laramie since Pro Day, believe it or not.
Wow.
So it's been over 8 years.
That'll be cool, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I appreciate you more than you know.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. This relationship that we've built has been awesome, and it's not just me and you relationship. Like who we're surrounding ourselves with. Number one, your parents, Joel and Levon. I look at them. I mean, to be honest with you, Levon is somebody that I talked to before I got engaged with Sydney as well, and Hailee, just the most beautiful person inside and out as there can be, and she makes you a way better person.
I'd say the same about your bride to be, you know?
I know. Sydney makes me a really good person. So I like that it's been more, and I feel like you do this with a lot of people. Like when you get into business with somebody, it's more than just business. Like it's a relationship, and that's cool. So I appreciate you.
Of course.
Appreciate you coming on the show. We're going to co-host the 100th show.
Come on now.
We got to figure that out because it's got to be up here.
Yeah.
Because it'll be during the season, but we'll figure that out. We'll do some thinking on that.
I do have a thought. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Speaking of Joel.
Ooh. That could be good. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in every single week. And remember, on Wednesdays, if you're not doing something, why don't you check out YouTube or wherever you listen to your audio podcast. And remember, continue to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to be like
a
farmer.
There we go.